Here's a video inside the Insta building here at Mountain Hope. I'm walking toward through the building. I also started the video by letting everybody introduce themselves, and they talk a little bit about the plans for the building as well. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm hoping that thing works out when they get the grant money and do what they want to do with the building.
But from here, we'll go on through the rest of it, and Dave and Dan here will give you some ins and outs, and I'll try to explain a little bit to you while we go through what some of the vision is for the Hooper project. All right?
And I'm Dave Cybre, I'm the realtor. Dan is the architect of the project, and he'll have more knowledge than I do. I'm just a realtor, I just do that. So this is, we're walking into the heart of the building, and there will be a noise. And I don't know what that noise is, but let's assume it's for your safety. It's an alarm.
I think it needs a battery.
Could be.
Reminds me of the movie Dumb and Dumber when they go want to hear a really annoying sound and make a noise like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But we also understand not Oh, it's nice and warm in here.
The equipment room here.
We've also partnered with Jobs and Hope West Virginia to help people to get jobs off-site, and they're partnered with Seat Sower Transport, so people coming in be able to get a job and get a ride and everything like that. Everybody that will be moving into this project will be exiting recovery residences and sober living facilities, either with no exit planning or a weak exit plan, or not really knowing what they were going to do. We can move them in here and help them find employment and stuff like that. Now, I've detailed all these things out in great and painstaking detail in the boards that I have over here and the one-story building. So I'm not going to go into great explanations into anything today, but I would like for you guys to take a walk through and see everything and visualize with me what this could look like.
Hey, could we do, is it too toasty in here? Do you all want to get out of this room? Okay. Could we do introductions? Let's do that. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm James Burt. I'm the founder and CEO of Housed Up Incorporated, a 501c3 nonprofit in Fayette County, West Virginia, founded to end homelessness through housing and services. I'm also the co-founder of Hillbilly Harvest Company, an indoor vertical farm company in West Virginia.
I'm Dan Sneed, I'm an architect, I've been trying to help this gentleman visualize what we could do to make this a functional facility.
I'm Peter Dolkart. I'm a Community Development Manager for the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, and we run our Rural Investment Collaborative. My colleague Jason will tell you more, but and so just West Virginia falls within our footprint, so glad to be here.
I'm Dave Cybre, I'm the realtor and magazine publisher. And this building is one of the most extraordinary buildings I have, because there's nothing built like a building by the federal government. And that's why I think this is such a good investment. It ain't going nowhere. And you can see, just looking at the what's going on in this room, that everything is done to the hilt. This is Walter, he's documenting.
Yeah, I'm one of the local residents. What's funny is I have some friends that's been praying about the whole drug rehab thing here in Mountain Hope, and I was telling them about this because I didn't know they were praying. That one friend is praying that much about this until recently.
Mm-hmm.
Carol Jackson with First Microloan of West Virginia. We do small business financing across the state.
I'm Mike Jackson. I don't know.
I'm Jason Smith. I helped to develop the Rural Investment Collaborative for the Richmond Federal Reserve, and part of that is a community investment training that helps people learn how to put different forms of investment together for a project. And James is one of our graduates.
My name's Jackson. I work for the West Virginia Coalition to End Homelessness. I have worked in homeless services for about 8 years. volunteers. I'm here to support James and his mission. And, I grew up in Fayette County and I live in Raleigh County now, and so I see firsthand how the lack of housing and lack of services affects our residents here. So just want to come show some support.
Bobby Noble, I'm the other co-founder of Phil Believers.
Yeah, I'm Jen Seifert. I'm principal at Progress Appalachia, which is the holding and branding company of a suite of companies that focus on tech-forward community development. So we do everything from holistic transitional housing communities to 3D printing data centers and everything in between. So,
I'm Ashley Taggart. I'm the office administrator of Seed Sower. Jay Phillips couldn't be here today, so we sent me his place. But we'll be providing the transportation for the residents here.
My name is Stephen Margett. I am a Region 1 Transition Agent with Jobs in Hope, West Virginia.
Hi, I'm Terry Harlan. I'm the Executive Director for the Fayette County Health Department. We have a really strong harm reduction program, a quick response team. We do a lot of work with folks who have substance use disorder and seeing them through recovery, supporting them. So I'm super excited about the idea of this project.
It does seem to like it's, I'm also in PR, so once this gets started.
Well, like I was.
Windows. So again, I don't know if you all are planning on doing space down here.
Yes, on all three floors.
So,
Yeah.
You check it out, and it already has an elevator to meet those ADA requirements that Dan was so persistent about.
Yeah, the steps are somewhere over here. There they are.
How long is this building been built?
I had to film the rest of the ground floor later.
For about 10 years. Close to.
It's really in good shape.
well, the maintenance.
3 stories when you go on the second floor first.
They just transferred it about 3 years ago.
Now, let's see. Yeah, the water may not be on.
We went there to a small resort back in April and just loved it.
Some of these areas we're considering converting into shower rooms.
Because the plumbing's there already.
Yeah, I think that one room would make a good shower room. The sink's already there.
There are some bigger
exactly.
spaces.
Just
you'll see
remove
on
the
there,
sink and put a
bigger
stand-up
connected
shower.
spaces that
You've
can
got a
be living
plumbing
rooms
point
and
there is
kitchens.
what I think they refer to that as.
Yeah. I haven't seen a single restroom yet.
Oh, they're in here.
There's bathrooms on every floor.
Are there showers?
Yes, plenty of.
There's, like, the first floor of women's room has a shower, then the second floor of men's room has a shower, then the third floor of women's room has a shower.
Okay, so you're gonna separate by genders on the floors.
Well, we're still in here about that. It is gonna be mixed between genders, not gonna be just male or female. Haven't really thought about segregating, but most housing complexes have mixed male and female in them, so.
This is the old main entrance room of the place. I say the old because, well, it was always the original, though. Everybody seems to come in from that other area now, but now that it's no longer functioning as the bureau, it is what it is, whatever that means. I don't know what you said before we said it.
Everybody's heading upstairs. I gotta catch up. All these rooms are connected. Oh, government office building. It's the IMSA building back at one called the U.S. Bureau of Mines building. Just because that's what it was used for last. They had an office here. Of course, they moved to the main office over in Beckley. Well, Beaver, because I think it's at the airport. It's the back stairwell. The third stairwell. I thought Linda would come over here. I feel like I'm missing something here.
This would be a good swimming pool.
Well,
Answer your
question directly, no, I don't, but I might be able to find it, snoop around down there and see where the water surface down is. See what I can do.
Oh, excuse me.
I'll run with you because,
Yeah, I think about the old cartoons where his rooms are connected. When you see Bugs Bunny, Elmer running the one door, they're down here and down here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird why they have those.
If I want to do a comedy skit for a video, I could set the camera and do that like the Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd would do some of those cartoon Looney Tunes.
Yep.
And because he owns the table restaurant that's gonna be catering the event later, I said, they don't have to travel for work, they don't have to travel for half of their appointments. What are they gonna do with all this extra money that they're saving? Spend it in your town, right? This is gonna help with being an economic development driver, and then entrepreneurs are gonna start looking at these empty buildings, because all this money's sitting in Mount Hope, and they're gonna start wondering, what can we do to try to get in on this market? Or we could even help encourage that here and have entrepreneur workshops here for some of the residents that are here. So that's why I say there's so many different opportunities that could happen here.
I'm gonna go ahead and get the other building open for everybody, because that's pretty much, you know.
Yeah, that's
you've
it.
Seen enough, more or less. Don't know if you've seen enough, but this is,
Well, do you
there's
guys,
redundancy on every floor.
right, do you guys, is there anybody downstairs waiting to get?
I don't know, but Dan and I are gonna turn on the water if we can figure out how
Okay.
to do it. Takes
Well,
an
do you guys
architect.
wanna go ahead and go downstairs and look at the boards and stuff I got prepared? That goes into greater painstaking detail? And I got QR codes on everything, so if you guys feel like jumping down the rabbit hole and doing a bunch of research on the stuff, then by all means, I do encourage it. That's what I put them there for. And come find me if you have questions about anything. But any big questions, I'm gonna ask you to save till later, because we have a Q&A session at the end of the stakeholder panel.
So is your idea though that this will just be single people, no families?
No, it'll still be families, yeah, we still wanna be able to serve families here too.
Okay.
So that's the reason that we'll have to do background checks, and there will be certain populations of people that we won't be able to accept in this project, unfortunately. But we do want to maintain the autonomy to work with children and families, yes.
I saw some of the office spaces had like a conjoining door between the two. I thought that would be great for.
And some of the, when we go down and look at the blueprints here in a little bit, you'll see that some of the rooms are big enough to where they could be more than one person. We could segregate those if we don't have families and make more than 50 units if we have to do individuals. So like, there's opportunity for us to expand and make more out of it too.
Absolutely.
But this is just like the ground floor work, right? The foundational work that we're trying to do now. But I do encourage you guys to like keep kicking ideas in, because I'm only one perspective and I only see what I see. I don't see what you guys see with all your different years of experience that you have. So you might see something I don't see. So please do, yeah, like any opinion you have, please voice that up. Thank you. See, but
Shelter in place. That's why nobody can open that door. It's got a padlock on it. One thing we saw, this building's definitely well built.
Is the founder of another growing system, a 3-in-1 patent-pending hydroponic aeroponic growing system that him and his dad co-founded together. And his dad actually used to be in business with
Long history of farming. Yeah, that's a really cool process. Yeah. And the kind
They already got a solid room. It's interesting. I had no idea they had an actual solar room here. Of course, there will be more put in.